90% of the time, I was in rooms of all men. Your voice is valuable. And then I remember walking down the red carpet of the Logies one year. So I think the key thing to this is, a girl came up to me recently and she said, Janine, can you help me with confidence? Right, I'm a senior executive and I go into a room of men and I feel really nervous and I don't feel like I've got a voice. My answer to her was, that's your problem. And the reason it's your problem is because if you walk into a room and you're in a meeting, then I can tell you now that there's a reason you're there, because you have an expertise in a certain area or your voice is valuable. The guys in that room that are there aren't going, who's this little girl coming into the room? They're coming in going, who are the people in the room and how can they add value to the outcome that we need to achieve, right? I ran a business in an era where there was very few women running businesses. So 90% of the time I was in rooms of all men. At no point did I feel less than and more than. And the reason that is probably back to when I worked for David Bowie. Because I don't know about you, but I always thought that there was them and us. Right? There was the normal people like you and me, and then there was super people. You know, super people like, you know, David Bowie and the Queen and Mick Jagger and all these people, right? What I learned from working with Bowie for 2 years and being surrounded by all sorts of celebrities and rock stars was that people are people. So I think that, but we make them more. So if you're in the corporate environment and you think that you are less than someone, well, you need to really think about how you think, and you need to change how you think. The amount of people that are in meetings like that and they have that lack of confidence, they'll be having a discussion around the table and they'll think in their head, oh, I have an opinion on that. Oh, I don't want to sound stupid. I don't want to say something because they might look at me and go, huh. But my answer to that is, if you're well prepared for that meeting, and you'll find that people are less prepared, if you're really well prepared for that meeting, and then your view will be well regarded and respected, and as you go it will continue to be well regarded and respected. And to be honest, you sit there like a stunned mullet, then next time there's a meeting, if you're not contributing, then don't go. You shouldn't be in that spot. So have the confidence to know that you have got a role that is a role that people think as an expertise. So I think the key thing to this is check your own how you think about it, and also how people think about you is actually, to be honest, none of your business, right? It's funny, you know, in social media, you know, I remember I said to my son, okay, I'm on Shark Tank, I'm not going to look at any of my social media, it's not going to happen. And he said, okay, yeah, no worries, because then I didn't want to get involved in it. Anyway, he walked in the room and goes, did you hear what they're talking to you about, Janine? Mum, and he rolled off all this, you know, the skirt wasn't right, and the makeup, and the all this stuff, right? And then I remember walking down the red carpet of the Logies one year, and there was two people over there and they were heckling, right? And I looked over to them and I just turned around, just smiled and kept walking. And I thought to myself, do I care what they think about me? No, not one part of me do I care what they think about me. And I think now, even with the social media or other people, I just go, it's none of my business what they think about me. They can think about me or whatever they like. I can't change. It's more a reflection of them than me. Even with social media, and whether you're a public profile or you are just being bullied by someone, you know, use the block, works well, but also don't entertain it. Thanks a lot for joining me on my how-tos. There is a regular series of how-tos. Please click subscribe and you'll get access to all of them. What I really want from you, if you don't mind, any how-tos you want from me, please add in the comments. I'll read them regularly and I will use them as my ongoing series of how-tos. Thank you so much for your support, and remember to subscribe.